Everybody, it's Christine with Cocoa Daisy, and I'm going to share with you some ideas on how to use all of these stamp sets. There's a bunch of them this month. From the Cozy Season collection, as well as our special Halloween kit. So there's a bunch of stamp sets, lots and lots of fun. So we have the stamp set from the scrapbooking kit. We have the 4x6 stamp set that is our stamp subscription. There is our 4x6 stamp set from the Halloween kit. This is so fun. There is our fun little knit stamp set from the deluxe journaling kit. And then we also have a stamp and stencil combo from the creative kit. So I want to show you all of these and some of the fun ways that you can use them. So we're going to start with the scrapbooking stamp set. And this comes in our scrapbooking kit. Whichever option you purchase with the scrapbooking kit, whether it's the core kit or with one of the add-ons, the pocket cards, the 12x12 papers, or the simple notebook, you will get this stamp set. One of the things that I love about this stamp set are these little watercolor swooshes, I guess, for lack of a better term. And I love how you can layer those. So you can layer those with some of the sayings that I did here. You can put your journaling on them, which is one of the things that I did. Check out my project video where I go through all of the projects that I did using this collection. And there's a wide variety, whether you're into journaling or scrapbooking or planning, there's a little something for everybody. But it shows you just a bunch of different ideas on how to use all of the collection. So let's just kind of go through here and I'll show you what we did with some of these stamps so that you know how to use them. And again, I always encourage you to grab some scrap paper and play with the stamp sets, play with a bunch of ink colors, and just have fun. Exercise that muscle and play. And it's also a great thing to do if you only have a few minutes and you're feeling creative. Just grab a stamp set and play with it. And there's no right or wrong. It's not on a project that you're worried about ruining. Just have some fun with it. Oh, also, let's talk about the colors I used. So, the Stamp Market ink pads, we should have some in stocks. I don't know if we've sold out of any of these colors, but the Stamp Market ones we do carry. So I used the golden, the melon orange, the mango, and the rusty. And then from my stash, for the dark brown, I used the Pink Fresh Espresso, my little Memento Dewdrop in Toffee Crunch, and then in Memories brand, I used the brown and the sand. So that's a look at all of the different colors that I played with. And I loved using them together to create kind of this almost rainbow effect with the fall colors. But I really, like I said, I loved using these to layer. So you can use the little headers, create fun little titles. If you're using this in your journal or in your planner at all, if you mix those up, because I kind of take everything from everything and use it everywhere. And so these would be great to use. And then for sections, if you wanted to highlight a section or have a little title in your planner, it would be really neat to use them that way. But you can see I used a couple of them. I said I have this one that painted in the colors of fall, and then it has the little mark behind it. This one I added a larger bit on one of my layouts. I used this behind my journaling. I thought this would be really, really pretty down the side of a layout or even a card. Again, these would be beautiful for cards. I did this with the different leaves. This is just one leaf. And then you can also layer it with this great little banner. So the little banner, the falling leaves, feeling fallish, and sweater weather will fit in this tiny little banner. And I thought that was really cute. And again, you can layer it that way. You could layer it with, I did autumn memories with a couple of the leaves and the little background stamp. This one I put the leaf in the background and layered the two over top. This one I just kind of put it behind the word memories to highlight that a little bit. I combined them here where I did the little fall on a leaf and then the falling leaves with that little banner. And then kind of the same idea here, but without the banner, and used a different leaf. And then again, here you can see where you can layer some of the leaves with some of those titles. And then you can also layer some of these small little sayings without the banner with some of the other larger little titles on there. Then a couple more leaves on there as well. And then as I did here, you can do, you can make that little, almost like a little half wreath. And then with that, the other thing that you can do with the leaves, this I did with the 4x6 stamp set, but it's the same idea. You can make actually a full wreath with the leaves as well. So that was the stamp set from the scrapbooking kit. Now I'm going to show you the 4x6 stamp set, and this is from the stamp subscription. And this one has some of these beautiful, they're almost like a collage looking pieces, kind of vintage looking. And I'm going to have to stop here if the lawnmower gets too loud. I apologize. I'll try to talk over it, but it happens every time I go to do the video, I tell you. So what I did is I used some of these in the background, and then I layered some of the sayings over top. I have the autumn get cozy. I have the every leaf. I thought that was pretty. And then what we did is we added some of the leaves on here separately so that you could make it look like they were falling from these trees, which is what I did here when I grouped them in. Added the get cozy and the autumn, and then a few of the leaves in the different colors. This one I added the October and the little get cozy. I thought that was cute. And again, did that kind of wreath with the every leaf speaks bliss to me inside. I thought this was very sweet. I loved the little get cozy with the sweater. I put it here and then the autumn up the side of it. I did the October underneath. I love that little sweater. I think that you could cut that out and make that into a cute little die cut as well. And then just a couple of the cards that I made, just to show you an idea how you can use the embossing powder with these. It's perfect with those leaves. You get that beautiful gold shimmer. This one I did with a little bit of glitter. I go over these in a little more detail in the project video, so make sure you check those out there as well. Next, let's take a look at the stamp set from the deluxe journaling kit. I didn't do a lot of examples with this one. I basically just wanted to show you how it looked when stamped, and then also that you can use these cute little knots and bows and add them on here as you want. So this is without any of them. This is with a couple of them. And then this one is with the little one here. And then there's also a little teeny knot right here as well. So this would be fun, like I said, if you do journaling and you want to stamp it in the background and put your header over top, that would be fun. If you knit at all, it would be fun to do a page about that in your journal or in your planner. This would be fun to layer with some stickers as well. So there's a number of different ways that you could use that. You could actually stamp it repeatedly and make a background, would be fun too. So just some neat ways. You could always use just the little bow for bullet points if you have a list. That would be cute as well. So just a couple of ideas on how to use that one. And then we're going to move on to this set. And this is the stencil and the stamps. Now, there are two stamps in here that these stencils go with. It's this one right here and this one. So an oak leaf, if I'm correct, and then I'm not sure what that one is. Don't know. It's pretty though. So you can layer them, you can outline them, which is what I did here. I just used a pen and went around and used it as an outline. What I did this time is I used one of these, which is really nice. It has a little bit more control than the one that I showed you, I think it was last time. Unless I had these last time. I don't remember, actually. But anyway, what I like to do, if you look at the August demo, so the August stamping video, you can see where I show you the best way is to take some Post-its or some washi tape and mask off around this so that you don't get, so you can see what I did here. If you don't mask it, you'll sometimes get that shadowing because it's just hard. Even with a smaller tool like this, it's harder to keep that from going over the edge. But I am going to show you, actually we'll do it on here. And I'm going to use, I have some Post-its here that I've been using. So we're going to do this one. And you can just mask it off that way. And so I did this also in August, but we'll do it again now, just to kind of show you. So I'm going to do the pretty melon color. And so you can use these kinds of tools. And the nice thing about them, they come in different sizes. So I'm just going to use this one. You can also use, I'm trying to remember what I showed you last month, and I can't for the life of me. Oh, I know. It was these. It was something like these. So you can use these as well. What I did is I got these because I thought with something a little bit more intricate like these are, it's nice to have a little bit of a smaller tool. So if you want to get some of the extra off, you can do that. I generally start very, very lightly. I don't put a lot of pressure down because that way you don't get, like, say for instance, like a hot spot or too much in one area. And then you can just start adding and swirling. If you want to get real fancy, you can do a little bit more around the edges and try and create shading if you want. But I tend to just kind of swirl it and mush it into the corners, and that's it. That's all that you do. You could add more than one color. Like I said, if you wanted to get real fancy and do a lot of shading, you could do that. But that's all you do. And it gives you this beautiful effect. Isn't that pretty? And it's a lot of fun to play with. It's a lot of fun to layer those. Like I did here, you don't have to outline them if you don't want. If you want it just very soft in the background, you can do that. But then you can take this and then stamp over top, like I did here, in a coordinating color or contrasting color, and add a little bit more. Here's another one that all I did was I just used the stencil to outline. I just traced it with a fine pen. You can do that as well. I think that the little branch is really, really pretty. And so these are really fun. You can layer stickers with these as well, or you can use just the stamps on their own too. Again, make sure you check out my project video, and I show you some fun ways that I used these on some cards and some layouts. So that's a quick little look at how to use the stencil and the stamp. This actually, you know what? This would be really kind of neat if you just did the outline and then did the day of the week sticker in it, or stamped the days of the week sticker, or stamped the days of the week in there would be neat as well. But I love this. I think this is really pretty. It's just really soft. So, all right, and then we're gonna move on to the Halloween stamp set. Oh, and you may or may not be seeing a tool like this in an upcoming kit. I'm just saying. These are super, super fun. The ghosts especially, I love these little guys. I used them on the craft envelope from the Halloween kit and used white embossing powder. So fun. Okay, so lots and lots and lots of ways that you can use these guys. So we'll start with this one. I just did the black and the, I think it was the mango together. And there's some beautiful detail in these stamps. Just so many fun ways. This would be a great stamp set to just sit and play with, like I talked about at the beginning of this video, to take the time, because there's so many bits and pieces in here and there's so many fun ways to layer them. You have your cute little bat here, layering that with some of the sayings. I love this. This spooky is really, really cute. I added that. So here you have like a whole little vignette with the raven and the jack-o'-lantern, spooky trick-or-treat, and then the little bat. Sometimes the simple ones are my absolute favorites, and that's this one. I just think that that is really, really cute. Like if you did little tags for invitations or something to a little Halloween party. So many fun ways you could do that. Or on little bags of candy. I created another little vignette here with the keep out, the jack-o'-lantern, and then a couple of the little bats, the Halloween. Used the little jar of poison there with the spell booster and the spiders. Did that same idea here with the horror. And then another one where I added the little bats and the keep out, and it was a dark and stormy night. Now the bats, there's actually, and this goes back to that technique that I've shown you before. So this stamp is actually 4 bats. But if you take just a piece of a sticky note or a scrap piece of paper, when you go to stamp that, you mask it off and stamp it, and then you can get just the 2 bats if you want. I did the same idea there. And then, of course, our awesome little ghost, put Boo on each side of him with the trick-or-treat. I did that with the little poison jar there. And if you received the stamp set from last year, it had a beautiful spider web. So you could take that stamp set and use it with this stamp set and have so many options. It would be a great way to expand your Halloween stamp sets. And in fact, I think we had a couple extras of last year's stamp set that we listed in the store, and I think they might still be there. So check that out in the store. And I think they would be under limited edition kits in the store. So if there are any left, check them out, because they would work really, really well with this. And just as a side note, our Halloween kit, we are offering that to subscribers first. It is in your subscriber portal, and we are almost sold out. So if there are any left and you are not a subscriber, you have a chance to grab one on the 15th of this month of August. Otherwise, I'm sorry, they're gone. There might be some sticker sets yet. But then always check back after our shipping next month, because if we do find a couple, or if we have any leftovers, we'll list them then. All right, some fun with the ghosts here and the spiders. So I did the Halloween with the raven. He is cute. And then these little guys. So he kind of reminds me, if he doesn't have the bottom, of, what was the from Ghostbusters? What was he, Slimer? Maybe? I'm trying to remember the name. He makes me think of him. And then you have the spooky with a trick or treat. We did the little Halloween banner. And then Oh, the Horror with one on each side. And again, the same thing you can do. You can layer the sayings with some of the ghosts. We have the little Halloween banner here with 2 of the spiders. I did that with the jack-o'-lantern here. Created another vignette combining the bats and the jack-o'-lantern and the Halloween. Did the spell booster with a couple of the spiders. And created, again, there's so many combinations, and it's so fun. This little boo with the poison and the spider and the little keep out, and there's another little spider hanging from that one, which I think is cute, and the Oh, the Horror. So a lot of fun ways that you can layer these Halloween stamps as well. And like I said, make sure you pull out your old embossing powders. They're really, really fun with, you could do like a black metallic or a black glitter would be really, really neat to do with the ghosts as well. You can see here where I used these on this layout. Check out my project video for a lot of ideas there as well. But yeah, lots of stamps this month, lots of different ways to use all of the stamps. Make sure you play. Take some time and play, please. It's fun. You're not committed to anything. You're not going to ruin anything. You can just take a few minutes and enjoy that. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, ring the bell, leave me a comment. What kind of stamp sets would you like? Would you like to see us create? We create so much every month that it's nice. I love ideas. I love hearing what you guys are looking for and what you'd like to see. And yeah, so leave a comment, let me know. And then check out our other videos. Check out the unboxing, which I'm hoping will be the 12th. We will see, we will try, but that's what I'm hoping for. And yeah, and we will talk to you soon.